What's going on, guys? Low187 here, and today we're going to talk about net decking. So if you don't know what net decking is, it's pretty simple to explain. So what we're going to do here is we're going to go to a website and we're going to get a deck code, and then we're going to put it into Hearthstone. So let me show you how we're going to do that. So we got our website here, okay? Um, so this is the Boomsday Zoo Warlock. So this is by Stonekeep. Stonekeep's pretty cool. He actually put out a guide on how to play Zoo Warlock. Now, I don't really play Warlock, so I don't think I really have. I mean, some of these. I might have some of these cards. I think I actually just dusted these, which is kind of unfortunate. But so you just go down here, copy deck code, super easy. Then you just hit my collections. All right, now we want to make a new deck. There we go. All right, so after you hit new deck, you're prompted, would you like to create a new deck with a deck in your clipboard? And we're gonna hit yes. And now everything is going to populate from that deck right here, and we'll see what I need. Okay, so I have 12 out of 30 cards. This one's yeah, all these are pretty standard. Like when you play a Zoolock, you're like, oh yeah, I totally knew that was coming, you know. Ooh, that's pretty cool. I hadn't seen that before. All right, so what you would do now is you would craft these. So I have like 40 dust, so I'm sure I could probably craft this one, right? Yeah, okay. Now I'll have to go and dust a bunch of stuff in order to be able to make these decks, but now I have a zoo deck, okay? So if this is not strange to you, you're 17 cards short. Jesus Christ. Okay. Do you want to finish this deck automatically? Always hit no, unless of course you want them to do that, which I don't recommend it. So now we're going to talk about if net decking is a viable option, or if it's, basically this is how it goes down, right? You have a person that thinks, oh yeah, it's net decking, that's whatever, and then you have someone that's just completely against it. So where I stand with it is, if we'll call homebrew a spoon, right? So homebrew is you make the deck completely by yourself and without any like influences or anything. You just throw some cards together, okay? And then you have net decking, which we'll call a shovel, right? So if you're digging a hole and you have your spoon works, right? You have a spoon and it works just fine. That's great. You're having fun digging your hole. Everything's great. Now, let's say there was a competition. Would you want to use a spoon or a shovel, right? So me personally, I'm going to grab the shovel, obviously. I don't think there's any moral reason to not use a net deck. Like if there's a website full of decks that are awesome, I'm going to go check them out, right? Now, you don't just do what I just did, right? Copy that deck code and then bam, I got a Zoolock, I'll make it, and now I'm going to be awesome. You have to learn how to pilot that deck. So a lot of people think that net decking requires no skill. Well, you still have to be able to pilot the deck correctly. I can't count how many times I've been playing somebody in ranked, and I could tell what deck they have, right? You see one or two cards, and you know what deck they have. I can't count how many times I've seen where they have, like, let's say a Zoo Warlock deck, but they just don't know how to play it because they're not good at the game. All right, so you'll run into that, and then you'll run into people that are really good, and then you give them a net deck, and they're just going to stomp all over you. So I don't think there's a big deal with using net deck. I just think it's preference, right? If you can make a homebrew that can kick the shit out of net decks, then maybe you should put that deck on one of these websites because it's obviously a really good deck. Or I guess you could keep it to yourself. But when you look at the big championships, you look at the big events, most of those people have decks that you can find on these websites. So that should tell you that to be competitive, you need to use net decks. Now, you can take a net deck and tailor it to your play style, which is what I do. I've been playing Odd Pally. Oh no, this is Meta Odd Pally. Okay, so Odd Pally 2. This is the Odd Pally that I've made. Okay, so get rid of that. I put that in there when it came out. So Odd Pally, the goal with it is to use your Lost in the Jungle, right? You want to use your Lost in the Jungle, and then you want to use Baku with your hero power so that you can level up. That's the premise behind it. You want to get a bunch of little guys out there, and then you want to use level up to give them +2/+2 and taunt, right? So that's the premise behind that deck. Now, one thing I noticed with that, now this is a straight net deck, okay? Now I think I have the meta deck here. No, I don't want to do that. The meta Odd Pally here, which, yeah, okay, so the meta Odd Pally uses Corridor Creeper. In my opinion, useless card, so I don't use it. And then Void Ripper, I don't really use that, and I don't really use this either. So this is like a meta Odd Pally, and I have it here as a reference. So more often than not, I'm surprised it doesn't have Leroy in it. It should, right? But what you can do is you can tailor it to how you want. So I use Odd Pally too, which I'm missing a card now because I took that one card out. But I noticed that I would start building something, and then I would just get stomped on, and then there's really no coming back. So I started putting Tar Creepers in. This helped a lot because of the 5 defense, and then whenever it's their turn, he has 3 attacks. So a 2/2 is not going to kill it. So that's good. I used that, and then there was something else. I threw this out here. I only have one. It's kind of cool. So what I would use this for is things like that have maybe 1 defense but have like 3 attack or 2 attack or whatever the case may be. I like to drop this and then kill everything with like my 1/1s and stuff. And then I have the mind control tech in there too, which is kind of cool. So if I'm falling behind, then I can use that. So you can tailor decks to do whatever you want. So like net decking is not completely just, I get a deck code and bam, I'm using it. Like you will change it. So yeah, that's my opinion on net decking. I think you should do it if you can, and if you want to, it's fine. But yeah, so that's the video. If you like this video, please subscribe for more stuff. And if you want to see the live version of this kind of stuff, stream on Twitch, and you can just find me on twitch.tv/low187. I hope to see you soon.
Jesus. Hello, it is I, your Lord and Savior. Subscribe to Low187, or you will burn in hell.